What's up, YouTube? Today we've got Mamoswine EX, a card you might not think is very cool, but this 340 HP Stage 2 Behemoth is actually quite impressive with its Mammoth Carry ability. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. Quite simple, but that consistency is unparalleled, especially in a post-rotation format where finding Pokemon is going to be difficult. We have Rumbling March that does a 180 damage plus 40 for each Stage 2 Pokemon on your bench, which means we do cap out at 300 damage if we somehow get a board of all stage twos, which seems quite difficult to do, but I guess it's doable. Um, so I'm sure when we look into the list, there's going to be some really fun cards that cheat out some stage twos. Have other ways for us to get there. I mean, there's no Archeops and Summoning Star anymore, but without further ado, let's jump into the deck list. I think it's up here. There it is. This is Swine Up line here. I think Quaquaval is a draw engine as well as an energy acceleration engine. We have the Luxray that can put stuff onto the bench if you are behind on prize cards, which does make sense. So the deck does have a lot of Stage 2 Pokemon. I have seen lists as well in Japan playing it with the Blaziken EX, which I don't believe we have. I don't think it was in our Prismatic Evolution set, but I think it's supposed to be in our Journeys Together set coming up here in April. But that card is basically just like accelerating energy from your discard to one of your like stage twos or something like that. And that card also seems quite good in a deck like this where you can have an acceleration engine. But the Quaquaval seems like it's both an acceleration and a draw engine. There's a lot of candies right now, which makes sense to me. But maybe a second Luxray could be good just for the extra damage early. The Trolley seems really good for the early game setup. Don't know. I mean, I guess there's no Manaphy in rotation, right? Yeah, so it's gone. League HQ makes sense for the late game. League HQ Iono into like Raging Bolts and stuff. We have the Balloon for the retreat because we do have 4 retreat on this big guy. 2 TM Evo does make sense as well to me. So we can get into the Piloswines and the Quack Quacks Quaxwell, I think is the middle guy. List is pretty consistent looking to me. It's got a lot of ball cards, a lot of search cards. For Arvin, for Iono seems quite stable. The Turo makes sense. Your guy is beefy. Grass types aren't that prevalent besides Steel Mask, so we probably survive most hits. Yeah, it doesn't seem too complicated to me. Let's jump into the gameplay and see how this looks. I think Mamoswine is a cool card. I don't know if it's good at all, but it could be okay. We have Serial Edge on the right, which is probably one of the few decks that can one-shot a Mamoswine. Uh, Ultra Balling Waves. We've got 3 energy already hitting the discard. Varoom hitting the board. Probably getting a Squawk here. Yeah, there's a Varoom and a Revavroom engine, which makes sense as a draw engine. And we're gonna go ahead and squawk the hand turn one. Um, 6 new cards, no energy attachment, nothing from the hand. Just gonna go ahead and pass it back over to the Piloswine or Mamoswine player. Sorry, we're gonna see the Trolley on turn one plus the Evo. The dream combination. Like you really can't ask for more. Like that's absolutely insane. We're gonna see a fully loaded up board of little ducks and little I don't know those like what is a swine up? I don't know. Anyway, we have the board is now loaded up. The perfect turn one is established. Serial Edge, double Serial Edge hitting the board, so another perfect turn one from the other side as well. Fez being benched an Ultra Ball, grabbing ourselves the Rev of Room. So now we can discard an energy and go up to 6 in hand if we ever need to. We're to the Larry skill. Basically, discard your hand, get a Pokemon, get a energy card, and I believe it's uh, yeah, Pokemon energy card and a supporter. So we're gonna go ahead and use Rev of Room here, draw and fill our hand up again. I don't know if that was needed. I think we could have just taken the one shot here and like a little bit greedy. We see 5 there, but I guess this deck plays like a bajillion energy, so it doesn't matter. We're gonna throw up the Piloswine, Ultra Ball away the other Piloswine, getting a Fez. Fez draw 3. Fez can be a liability here because there's a free 2 prizes. Mamoswine hitting the board. We're gonna use Mamoswine's ability, getting the Quaquaval. Almost certainly. Nope, getting second Mamoswine. I actually lied. Candy Mamoswine. We're gonna use Mamoswine here. This one gets the Quaquaval for sure. There we go. Um, there's the Quaquaval. Accelerate the energy. We're gonna go use the Arvin, getting ourselves the Candy and a TM Evo again. Um, Maybe I actually don't know what Quaquaval does. This does seem like a mistake on my part. But let's go ahead and Ultra Ball, getting out some stuff. Getting another Quaquaval. We have another Candy, I guess, in hand. We're just that good. Yeah, all right. Where's them? Um, and we're gonna go ahead and use the ability. This one accelerates. Okay, there we go. I knew that one of them accelerated. And then we're gonna do 180. We have 1, 2, 3. So we're doing. That's crazy that we're already doing this much damage to one shot the Serial Edge. Um, this Serial Edge is not going. Like, there's no shot this guy gets the one shot on this turn. So this game is already like out of control. Um, we're gonna see the Vessel coming through, the Cereal in the board. Wow, we have a lot of Cerealers already. Rev of Room, draw up to 5. Fill up our hand. We're going to need a Boss's Order on the Fez this turn. That would be ideal, right? We see the Fez here. Ultra Ball, Boss on the Fez. Keep the tempo up here. I think Fez is probably maybe taking out a stage 2. Yeah, like maybe taking out a Coquavel is probably correct here, just because there's like a low chance we find what third candy. Um, to make a play, we have 230 damage, perfect knockout here. Tempo is there. We can take one more knockout probably on the Fez. It's like so one more boss, and then we can one shot the Mamoswine and end the game. There's the top decking candy. She's showing it. Um, I would also be kind of hype if I got that. Getting another Mamoswine up and running. Um, being able to go Candy Mamoswine here. Probably wanting another Quaxley or something down on the board. Yeah, just have the route available to us. Using the Mamoswine ability is quite good. We're gonna have super odd stuff back in. Um, we're not behind, so we can't Luxray right now. But if the Fezandipity had gone down, the Luxray would have been a very easy answer to getting to that 300 damage and just one-shotting, you not needing candy or anything, which is kind of cool if you think about it that way. Like, you don't need to actually put down more guys. Like, the Luxray just supplements 43 damage, and it's just not an attack or anything. It's just on the board. Cycling Road is a unique stadium here, I guess, that is a way to cycle cards for sure. Any other card game, you go discard 1, draw 1. People would be quite happy about that. In Pokemon, that's like a super okay one. Another billion cards drawn for Serial Edge. Palpad used, Stretcher used, grabbing the Serial Edge back, evolving into both. I mean, it won't really matter if you don't survive this turn. We need to one-shot here, like, under all circumstances. 1 card left in deck. Do we even have I think we have enough energies to do this, right? Like, we have Stretcher back to fire. Wait, is this fine? Do we have enough to do it? Let's see what the math looks like. 5, 10, 15, 16. Yeah, that's enough. Wow, holy moly. Um, so now the game comes down to the 4th candy because we don't have the Luxray, or we can just boss and kill the Squawkabilly or Fezandipity. If you guys have forgotten that Boss's Orders is a card. Oh, we just have the 4th candy. Like, it's actually just chalk that we have 4 candies there. And we just take the one shot and win the game. I was thinking the Boss's Orders is probably the play that we win the game on, but yeah, Mamoswine is big, bulky. I mean, obviously we're not going to draw like that every game, but our opponents are going to have a tough time dealing with it. I really like the idea of Mamoswine, but I like the Blaziken, I think, build better than the Quaxley and the Quaquavel, sorry. But I don't know if... the Luxray is really cool. I like that quite a bit. This does seem like a for fun deck more than anything, but I do think that you guys can try it out, have some fun with it when it comes out. If you like this content, please remember to like and subscribe. I will have more new videos of new decks coming out soon, as soon as they're out.